What is up, Dodgers Nation, and welcome to another episode of the Dodgers Dugout, Dodgers Nation post-game show live. My name is Doug McKain. You can follow me on X and Instagram at DMac_LA. Thanks for joining us after the Dodgers lose to the Toronto Blue Jays. Their 6-game winning streak is snapped. LA loses by a final score of 3-1. Good news, still in first place. They fall to 18-12 on the season, but still up 4 games on the San Diego Padres in the National League West. Really the key today, 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position. They had some opportunities, weren't able to come through. They just get 1 run off of this Blue Jays team. And what I say in the preview on Friday, I had the Dodgers going 2 out of 3 in this series, but I also said, do not let this be the get-right start for Kevin Gausman, who had come into this start really having a down year by his standards. And guess what? It was his get-right start. He goes 7 innings, gives up just 1 earned run on 5 hits, had 5 strikeouts through 93 pitches, had some big pitches, had some really good defense behind him. You saw George Springer robbing Andy Pages of an extra base hit there in the 9th inning. That was the best rob job I've seen from George Springer since he stole the World Series from the Dodgers in 2017, because we know George Springer knows how to steal, stole that World Series from the Dodgers, and he steals Andy Pages of that extra base hit. But on today's show, we're talking about Andy Pages. To me, I've seen enough. He has proven he belongs. He had another multi-hit game, another 2-hit game that could have been a 3-hit game. So we'll talk about Andy Pages. We'll talk about Michael Grove. We'll talk about bullpen games. Do they work? Also, the only issue that Ohtani has had this season rears its ugly head once again in this one. We're going to break it all down, but got a quick afternoon edition of the Dodgers Nation post-game show. First and foremost, let me know where you're representing Dodgers Nation from. Give me those cities down below in the comments section. And was the number one reason why the Dodgers lost this game. We got Richard Flores. What's up, Richard? I always see your tweets, man. I appreciate you, my guy. Teoscar Hernandez and Ohtani just killed us in the 8th. Yeah, I mean, that really is where the game came down to. I mean, not a lot of anything really going for that Dodgers team today. They get an opportunity there in the 8th inning. You're feeling pretty good. It's just a 3-1 deficit at that point. And the 8th inning, you get some life. How'd you get that life? The much maligned, the often criticized Austin Barnes, who does not deserve that level of criticism. He plays a key role on this team. He has been, at the very least, hitting his weight, and he draws a 10-pitch walk, a great at bat. He fell behind the count 1-2 to start it, and then he fouls off 4 pitches during that at bat. The 10th pitch of the at bat, he takes a sinker, little off the plate inside to draw the draw that free pass off of old friend Yimi Garcia. Yimi Garcia pitching for the Toronto Blue Jays. So really nice job by Austin Barnes getting that inning kicked off. And then what happens? Of course, Marcus Lynn Betts. He follows that up. 2-2 pitch. He doubles to center, setting the Dodgers up with runners on 2nd and 3rd. They had runners on 2nd and 3rd and no outs. Runners on 2nd and 3rd, no outs, and the right guy at the plate, or so you think, right? You had Shohei Ohtani at the plate in that situation. That's the most dangerous hitter on the planet. And Shohei Ohtani, 0-1 pitch, he pops to second. And that goes as the first out. But Shohei Ohtani on the season, now 6 for 34, hitting a $176 with runners in scoring position. Before you freak out, just know that his expected numbers based on the quality of contact during those at-bats indicates that he should be having better results in that situation. In those situations, he should be getting more singles, more doubles. For his career, he's slashing .290, .418, .612 with runners in scoring position. But look, so far, 6 for 34. You can say what you want about the aggression and him swinging early in those counts. Maybe he should be seeing more pitches. That's what Dave Roberts thinks he should be doing in those situations. But look, it's all going to even out during the course of a 162-game season. A single is nice there, and a single ties that game there. And I think it's just, for Ohtani, I want him to be dangerous. I want him to get extra base hits. In that situation, though, you get a single there, you tie that game. So I think it's about just a little tiny bit of situational hitting there, but I don't want to change Shohei Ohtani because a lot of times, yeah, it's nice to tie the game on the road where it's a getaway day, the last game of a series in Toronto. But how about a 3-run homer there that puts you on top, and then no extra innings, right? You win that game, and that's a wrap. So I don't really want him to change too much because he's the most dangerous hitter in Major League Baseball. Here we go. Issue is Dave Roberts. That's from Dominique the Beast. We got Fire Dave Roberts from Nando 390. I'm surprised I'm not seeing any Fire Darvin Roberts takes. I know you guys have been bringing that one lately. Jonah Bass, Outman. I love that name for James. James Strike Outman. Okay, that hurts.
Finish him.
That's a burn. Pajes for president. That's a comment of the show so far from Rod Wilson. By the way, if you're new to the show, be sure to subscribe to the #1 Dodgers YouTube channel and the #1 post-game show here on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Do us a huge favor. Hook your boy with a like on your way out. It really, really helps out the channel. Really helps us grow. The more we grow, the more giveaways we do. We're doing a giveaway at 90,000 subscribers. A Tyler Glasnow Authentic Dodgers jersey. All you have to do, it's the simplest way to win. Be subscribed to the channel and comment Siler, as in Cy Young, because I think he's in the Cy Young mix. He will be for sure. Siler Glasnow. All you have to do, if you commented done in the past two, you're already eligible with those. The more times you comment, the better your chances are. So definitely comment down below. We got Craig Osterberg rocking with us as always from Lawndale, California. Ray Soto, Lux easy, rollover out to second, automatic. We'll talk some Gavin Lux. Not the worst day for Luxy. We'll take a look at the box score in a bit. Gavin Lux ends up going 1 for 4. Was able to get that double off Gosman there in the second. So, yeah, I mean, not too much for this Dodgers offense. It goes 6 for 33. Not a ton of strikeouts like we've seen really hurt them in the past. 8 strikeouts today for the Dodgers. Just not executing with runners in scoring position, unfortunately. But let's keep reading some comments. We'll keep breaking this one down. But, yeah, getting back to that 8th inning. So, Shohei Ohtani, it's like we mentioned, not having a ton of success this season so far with runners in scoring position, but golden opportunity there in that 8th inning. You feel really good about having second and third with Ohtani at the plate. He pops to second, and then smart move, they elect to intentionally walk Freddie Freeman, who had a solo home run earlier in the game. That brings up Teoscar Hernandez. And Teoscar Hernandez is someone that this team is relying upon in those situations. A all-star silver slugger caliber hitter that's not named Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Shohei Ohtani, or Will Smith, right? And he's up in that situation. You just want to see a better at-bat. He ends up striking out swinging with the bases loaded on 3 pitches, a sinker on the inside corner there, and he fouls off the first 2 pitches. You had a curveball in the zone, a 4-seam fastball up and in, but you just want to see a better professional at-bat from Teoscar Hernandez in that situation. And then they bring in Miza to face Max Muncy with 2 outs in the bases loaded, and Muncy, he falls behind the count 0-2 early. He's able to work the count full. On the 7th pitch of the at-bat, he fouls off a slider. Then the 8th pitch, he flies to center on the warning track, and that was it. The Dodgers, they get no runs on 1 hit. Yeah, the intentional walk to Freddie Freeman. So to not even get 1 run in that inning, that really just cratered the Dodgers' chances right there. You need to find a way to, at the very least, get 1 run across. I mean, you got to get 2, hopefully tie it, and hopefully that's just the big inning. But look, sometimes baseball is going to baseball. That fly out from Max Muncy in the 8th, 105.8 miles per hour off the bat, had a 370 expected batting average. It would have been a home run in 2 of 30 parks in Major League Baseball. Of course, the Great American Small Park in Cincinnati, and the porch, the short porch and right in Yankee Stadium. So, yeah, I mean, not the worst at-bat, especially if you compare it to Teoscar Hernandez, but just did not get it done this game with runners in scoring position. Really, the highlight offensively was really one highlight outside of Pajes and Mookie kind of doing their thing, and that was Freddie Freeman there, top of the 6th inning, 2 outs, 0-2 pitch, and Freddie Freeman, he leaves the yard. Check it out. Well, actually, that's an Ohtani homer. Where's my Freddie? I'll find my Freddie bomb. Here we go. Boom! You know that felt good for Frederick. You know that felt good for Freddie Freeman in front of his stepmom, his dad, his second home run of the season, second bomb of the year for Freddie Freeman. And that's one of the positive takeaways for me in this game. Freddie getting it going on the slug. And you've already seen him pick it up as far as him getting out of his slump. And that home run extended his hitting streak to 8 games. But that was his first home run in 1 month. He hadn't hit a bomb since March 28th. That's 119 plate appearances. 26 games since he's hit a home run. That was the second longest home run drought in his future Hall of Fame career. So he had 128 plate appearances back in 2022 from April 24th to May 26th, where he didn't hit a home run. But still, you want to see some more home runs from Freddie Freeman batting there in the 3-hole. He crushed that one, and that's definitely my Michelada half-full take of the show. Freddie Freeman getting it done, hitting a bomb. Let's see it one more time. You can never see home runs enough. Let's check out Freddie Freeman's bomb one more time, because that's definitely something that takes this offense to a whole nother level. Fredericks of Hollywood leaving the yard. Here we go. Boom! Freddie, big fly to deep center field on an 0-2 pitch with 2 outs. You know that felt good for him. Leaving the yard in Canada. A little bit of a homecoming for him, of course. Both of his parents were born in Toronto, so felt good for Freddie with that one. But let's go to the comment section. Let me know down below, what are your biggest takeaways from this game and this series? We got Los Angeles from April. We got win this series is the goal, but let's hear all the Fire Roberts BS. That's from Daniel Doring. RISP equals the Dodgers crypto. That's from Alex Renteria. Yeah, look, I mean, the Dodgers, they have been better of late in those situations, and we saw during their slump, their skid, where they lost 6 of 9 games. That was really one of the biggest reasons why they struggle in those situations. But if you look at where the Dodgers are right now offensively with runners in scoring position at the moment, yeah, they're sitting right at 9th, 265. So you want to see them get into the top 5. I mean, that's where they were last season, and that's especially with 2 outs. Last year, the Dodgers scored 41% of their runs with 2 outs. So that's definitely what you want to see. So let's go down below in the comments section. Here we go. Let's go down below. We got... Here we go. We got should have pinch ran for Barnes. That's from Craig Osterberg. Yeah, in that situation, you kind of want to keep Barnes in there. You're kind of playing with house money, hoping to win this game. And if Barnes scores there, I mean, I don't see that one really as a big reason why they lost. Listening in Sydney, Ohtani has been great, but continues to press with runners on. We will get it turned around. Exactly, Felix, for sure. Bases loaded, stranded again. It's from Boomer Assassin. Alfonso, Lucio, Toronto will be sellers. Maybe Dodgers could make a trade for Gausman. Look, I mean, that's a natural trade partner. We've seen him do deals in the past. Gausman is a pitcher when he's on that, yeah, I mean, that splitter is going to play up. I mean, the velocity has been down so far this season. You want to see him kind of get that back and see him get back to being really an all-star level pitcher. But, yeah, they really need to get guys healthy and kind of see where they're at. But 2024, I mean, he still has 3 years, including this season, and 24, 23, and 23 million. I don't really see him as a top trade target even becomes available for the Dodgers. Outman is suck. We'll talk about James Outman. Barnes hitting like 260, 265 last time I checked, or something like that. Here we go. Ohtani and Teoscar at least needed to get in Barnes off third. No outs, didn't even need a hit to score. Then it's 3-2. Yeah, absolutely, BC. I mean, you just want to generate offense in those situations, no doubt about it. I think there you see big swings in those spots, and that's really been, like someone pointed out earlier, kind of the Dodgers' kryptonite right now is just trying to hit 10-run home runs there, right? You don't need the long swings. You just need to pass the baton, put the ball in play, and make good things happen. And give him credit. I mean, good strategy, walking Freddie Freeman to get to Max Muncy there. And look, I mean, Will Smith not in the lineup, right? I mean, when Will Smith is not in the lineup, this is a different team, right? I mean, Will Smith is one of the best, not just hitting catchers, but one of the best hitters in general in all of Major League Baseball. So you definitely feel it when he's out there. Nando, trade for Bo Bichette while his stock is low. That's from Nando 390. Sammy Boy, put this into perspective. Outman is doing as bad as Judge and Carroll. New York Yankee fans are wanting to bench Judge. Effing crazy fans. I thought he was going for a sacrifice fly there, Doug, not a home run. That's from BC. Paul Gutierrez, Teo been striking out with runners on. Yeah, that's definitely been something that, if you're paying close attention, you've noticed as well. I mean, you're seeing some big punch outs for Teoscar, and he's always going to be kind of a boomer bust-ish hitter. I mean, Teoscar Hernandez is not someone that is in Major League Baseball that signed a $23 million contract because he's a real true bat to ball, put the ball in play type hitter. He's going to strike out. It comes with his success. But for his career, Teoscar has struck out at a 29.9% clip. You want to see him get that down more. I mean, this season he's striking out 33.9% of the time. So his strikeout numbers have actually gone up. Thankfully, the power numbers have gone up this season. And as a whole, I mean, 129 weighted runs created plus, you feel really good about his offensive production for the most part. But I still think he's kind of working to get into a groove. We got Los Dodgers World Series champions, Lakers in 7. I don't know if you mean Lakers in 7 years after a rebuild or this series, but hey, at some point, one of those teams has to come back down 0-3. It's happened in baseball. It's of course, famously the Yankees Red Sox series 0-4. It's happened in hockey. So at some point in basketball, it has to happen. I just don't see this Lakers team making that happen. But hey, hope is a hell of a drug. Pearly Whites, why do they always try and swing for the fences? It's the most irksome thing. Just get a base hit and keep the line going. Ohtani, Teoscar, and Muncy, bases loaded is their kryptonite. Just saying. Yeah, they've really struggled with the bases loaded this season in certain spots. And yeah, I mean, the eyes get big. You just have to go up there and put together good quality at bats like it's any other situation. And that's when really good things happen. You don't need a grand slam in those situations. What up, D-Mac? My 8-year-old daughter impersonates you in school. This is from Elias Elizondo over on YouTube. What's up, D-Mac? My 8-year-old daughter impersonates you in school, saying with a deep voice, dodgersnation.com. Can you give a shout out to my daughter, Elisa, your greatest impersonator? What's up, Elisa? Thanks for rocking with us here on the Dodgers Nation post-game show. Hopefully, you're not getting in trouble in school for impersonating me, but I really appreciate you tuning in and loving your Los Angeles Dodgers. So that's awesome. Funny to hear that. Adam 818, Ohtani swings at bad pitches. SMH. In those situations, he chases. I mean, you saw in the at-bat, that really has been kind of the one thing about Ohtani in the course of his career. Clearly one of the best hitters the sport has ever seen. But if you kind of want to spot the pimple on a model in some of his at-bats, it is the chasing. I mean, you saw him offering at pitches off the plate, and you don't want to see that. I mean, that is when Ohtani is not at his best, he's doing that. I mean, you looked at the first at-bat to Gausman. It was a 4-seam fastball way up in the zone, and he's swinging at that. So, yeah, thankfully, he typically connects quite a bit, so you feel good about it. But there are certain situations where that certainly is the case. But one thing I want to talk about, too, is the bullpen game. So, is the first time the Dodgers lost today was when they've had a orchestrated planned bullpen game. So far this season, they've had the 3 planned bullpen games. They beat the Giants in early April. You beat the Nats in mid-April. And both those were at Dodger Stadium, but this is the first time they had it on the road. And in those games, you've seen 13 pitchers. They've given up 9 runs in 26 innings of work at a 3.12 ERA. So a 3.12 ERA in the planned bullpen games this season, 18 punchies to 5 walks. Of course, Ryan Yarbrough is essentially that unofficial 6th starter in these games. And in those games, Yarbs has gone 13 1/3 innings with 26 innings overall. So he's pitched 13 1/3 of the 26 innings in those bullpen games. He had 4 scoreless today. So I think on a positive, Ryan Ryan Yarbrough, he continues to be extremely serviceable. He continues to go out there and give the Dodgers what they're looking for in that role, a versatile longman who can give you moments where you're pitching in 4 or 5 innings. I mean, he's done more than what he's asked to do, I think. I think Ryan Yarbrough has been excellent in the role he has for this team, right? He's not a Cy Young winner, but, I mean, he's a 3 ERA after today. Ryan Yarbrough goes 4 innings. He had 2 hits, had 2 strikeouts, 54 pitches. So really nice job. I think Alex Vesia, he pitched pretty well today. 1 hit in 1 inning, had the 1 strikeout. Nabil Crisma, he goes 1 inning. He was solid, but going to talk about Michael Grove. So Michael Grove, he was the starter early on in this game. He opened things up for your boys in blue in this one. First inning solid. I mean, struck out George Springer, got him looking on a slider on the outside corner, gave up a single to Guerrero, struck out Bichette on a slider. Then they picked off Guerrero, got him, and then that was the inning, right? He was pitching to Justin Turner. So no runs on 1 hit, then comes out there in the second inning, and Justin Turner, he reaches on an infield single to third. Not much you could do in that situation. And then Schneider, I mean, he doubled to center. That gave the Blue Jays runners on second and third to open the second inning there. And that's just a slider that's middle. I mean, he's hanging a slider in the middle of the plate. He just doesn't have the command of his stuff in pressure situations. I mean, he had a lot more success before. I mean, he's had a nice little run. We'll talk about that in a minute. But in this moment here, I mean, hangs that slider. And then you got Varsho. He grounds to first. They elect to get the out. The Blue Jays, they score the first run of the afternoon. That puts them up 1-0 early. Then next batter, Kiner Falefa, grounds to third. They get another run from that. Makes it 2-0 Blue Jays. And then you're thinking, okay, I'll live with 2-0 with the Dodgers' explosive offense. It's a bullpen game. Then you come back, you fall behind Kirk 3-0. You get a strike on the 4th pitch, and then the 5th pitch, a sinker, middle, and he crushes it to right for a home run. That puts the Blue Jays up 3-0. So comes back from that, hits Biggio with the pitch, and then he strikes out Springer swinging on 3 pitches, gets him to chase at a slider low and away. So, yeah, I think Michael Grove, it's nothing too high, nothing too low. I mean, that inning that he had, the rough inning where you have 3 in the second, I mean, heading into that one, he had allowed just 3 runs in he had 5 straight scoreless outings, 5 straight scoreless appearances, had 12 strikeouts in 7 1/3 innings. So heading into this one, he had gone 7 1/3 without giving up a run, and it was some positive momentum, steps in the right direction. Just not his best day today. Lost command with the slider, lost command with that 2-seam fastball. Those really were the 2 problem pitches. So I think for Grove, it's just about, okay, I'm filling a role right now. You kind of see the upside from him, but I think it's more of a 1-inning type upside. I mean, there's more success for him when you're putting him in short burst situations, because the second inning is when the command starts to dip. The velocity, pretty consistent. You see an uptick in the velo from when he starts games to when he comes out of the bullpen, but it's the command that struggles. But let me know down below in the comment section, what do you think about Michael Grove? What are your thoughts on Grover? Let me see if I can find any super chats. I don't want to miss any super chats. Here, got one right here. We got a 199 super chat. What's up, Richard Flores? I'm going to give you a comment of the show. Will die on this hill. Grove is a 1-inning pitcher. Boom. That's what we're talking about right now, right? A 1-inning pitcher. I think you hit it on the nail right there. Perfect super chat for this topic. And I think that that's kind of what they're going to learn. And we got Neil. If Mookie doesn't get on base 2 or 3 times, the Dodgers offense can't score. Look at the win percentages. When he scores a run, this team is a different team. They're one of the best teams in baseball. They're the best team win percentage in baseball when he scores a run since he's put on Dodger blue. When he does it, their winning percentage is extremely lower, right? I mean, it's almost cut in half. So that's a fact. I mean, it's not even a take. It's a fact. So good observation there. I totally agree with you. And you don't want to put all that pressure on Mookie Betts, because as good of a player as he is, you can't put all the weight of the world on his shoulder. I mean, he's already stepping in and playing shortstop when he really isn't supposed to be playing shortstop. And he's carrying this offense along with Shohei Ohtani and Freddie. But, yeah, I think that's the biggest key of this game in this team is production at the bottom of the order and the middle of the order, after Freddie Freeman and Will Smith, and you get that a little more consistently. You take some pressure off of Mookie Betts, and then he has more in the tank when October rolls around, and then he can play his best baseball, and he can peak at the right time. Takeaway, Justin Turner not a third for us. That's from Black Death 28. Yeah, it's a fair look. I love Justin Turner, but it was time. It was time, okay? I mean, it was time for a new voice in the clubhouse. It was time for a new hitter there in the middle of the order, and I'm glad about all the success that he's having. I mean, I love that home run he hit against the Padres last week, and look, that was great for the Dodgers. Once a Dodger, always a Dodger, but it was time, and I agree with that take. Bird, Blue Jays fans here, I do not like the Dodgers. They cheated in the offseason. Deferrals are worse than anything the Astros have done. Everyone in Toronto not only booed Ohtani, but the Dodgers as well. Nerd Gaming, cry more. Cry more. Let me take a sip of Nerd Gaming's tears right here because I'm a little thirsty. And I've done full breakdowns of this. Go on my YouTube channel. The Dodgers played within the rules, okay? Cry more. The broke teams, cry more. Los Angeles and this organization is an organization that teams and players want to play for, right? Players want to play for this organization because they're going to optimize your success, because it's sunny California, because it's an iconic franchise that is committed to winning World Series titles. Guess what? You can defer money too. You can do exactly what the Dodgers did, right? But guess what? Toronto isn't Los Angeles. The Blue Jays aren't the Dodgers, okay? So get in line. Players like Ohtani don't sign with franchises like the Toronto Blue Jays. I like the new facility in Dunedin, Florida. Great, cool. I like the renovations to the Rogers Center. But guess what? It isn't Dodger Stadium. It isn't the bright lights of Los Angeles, okay? You can't force and fake hundreds of years of tradition that the Dodgers have. So get out of here with that. And you guys boo all you want. I want you to boo that home run that Ohtani hit and have fun when you're not in the postseason and you're selling off a lot of your talent, because that's what we're going to need to do. Because guess what? Things are looking a little rocky in Toronto. I know the fans are blue for the Blue Jays right now because you didn't get that present at Christmas that you always wanted, but hey, I'm not worried about it. We got Guzman. Oh, yeah, that was the old name we used to say, the Guzman. D-Mac, disappointed in the loss, but I will take 6 wins and 1 loss every 7 games all season. Cole, you said it best, 100% right there. And let's also talk about Andy Pages, okay? Andy Pages, that's a big league swing. That is a big league swing, however you slice it. That's a guy that deserves to be up. He had a double in the second inning. He was picked off. Rookie mistake. He was picked off. He was caught stealing third in that situation, and he had 2 pickoffs there. One by the Dodgers, one by the Blue Jays. But Pages is showing that there's consistency in his at-bat quality. Later in the 7th inning, he singled to right. That was a great piece of hitting. It was on a 1-2 count. And then the 9th inning, it should have been an extra base hit. So it could have been another 3-hit game for Andy Pages. And Kevin Gausman, he was fantastic today, right? Gave up just 5 hits. 2 of those hits were from Andy Pages. It was the 4th time this season he's had a multi-hit game. And that's just in the last 7 games. So for the last 7 games, he's had 2 or more hits. Okay? So, I mean, he had a double off of Gausman. None of them scored. They weren't able to play any runs off of it. But the big key today was Gausman with runners in scoring position. No, he didn't give any hits in 6 at-bats with runners in scoring position. But Andy Pages is fantastic. He deserves to play. I don't know if he got whatever it takes. I mean, if it's 60-day in Jason Hayward, if it's Phantom Island Chris Taylor, if it's optioning someone, if it's optioning a James Outman if he continues to struggle, which I don't want to see that. I do want to see James Outman still get his opportunities because I think that he's showing some signs, and it's not all terrible for James Outman. Let's not forget, he pretty much had the game-winning double in the National Series. But I don't care what you have to do, Pages is staying. I never want to see Andy Pages in an Oklahoma City baseball club jersey ever again. He is a big leaguer. But here we go. It's like booing Santa Claus. Yeah, it's like booing Santa Claus, a one-eyed dragon, and booing Shohei Ohtani. My favorite thing about this is Shohei Ohtani. He walks to the plate. He tips his cap to everyone. He sees that haterade fan, that hater fan booing, and he bows to him and hits a bomb. That is a middle finger to the face, okay? And that little fan was humble and he was being quiet. hey, you don't go boo that. So I love that. Grove equals a loss. It's like booing a bunny from One-Eyed Dragon. Skipper Gaming YT Potheads makes Chris Taylor look terrible. Don Kim would have been a double where if we're not for that ridiculous defense. Yeah, and look, the defense in general in this game on both sides, there was a lot of really good defense. I mean, Varsho, how about his catch on that Ohtani fly out in the first inning? That was 106.6 miles per hour off the bat, and he goes into the wall to make that catch. And how about James Outman? James Outman, he was able to get to Vladimir Guerrero's ball right there, and that was just a single. I mean, he held him to a single there, and that was 112.4 miles per hour off the bat. So good defense on both sides today. But we got Grover experiment should be done. That's from Roy Rhodes. Verdell Newsom. Robert should have pinch hit Smith for Hernandez in the 8th inning. I was thinking about it, but you have to remember, they're playing the long game. They paid Hernandez in those situations. And Hernandez, look, he was leading the team with runs batted in at one point, and he's come through in those situations. So Teoscar Hernandez deserves to be there. And look, it's a getaway day. Will Smith, he needs time off because, look, I mean, there's no DH. There's no DH for him to play at, right? Ohtani is occupying that DH 100% of the time. So, look, hate it or love it, he has to get those opportunities to get time off. But, yeah, now on the season, Teoscar 9 for 40 with runners in scoring position, hitting just 225. So you definitely want to see Teoscar pick up in those situations. But the good thing, the bright spot there is the opportunities are there. The opportunities certainly are there in those spots. So it's just about him going up there, getting some better pitches to hit, getting himself into hitters counts, because you're seeing him get deep into the hole early in those at-bats, and unfortunately some big strikeouts too in those at-bats like we saw today. So it's valid for sure. It's valid. BJ fan had a sign saying no Ohtani from One-Eyed Dragon. I'd be sad too. I'd be sad too if I was Toronto, and it's understandable, right? I mean, they truly thought they were going to get imagine if you thought your team was going to get the best baseball player ever, only to you get nothing. Okay, it was no Ohtani for them. Okay, there was Cole in that stocking, and he was with a better situation. So Nerd Gaming, here we go again. Well, you can think that all you want. It's not a think. That's not a thought. It's not an opinion. It's a fact. Stop thinking. I don't think anything. It's not an opinion. What do you mean think? Every team can have their players defer money. It's just a unique situation with Shohei Ohtani because he's the one player in history that makes $50 to $70 million in endorsement money, and he doesn't matter to him, right? He can defer that money, right? And he also, it's a testament to his commitment to winning baseball games. So guess what? The Dodgers got the unicorn, okay? And they got him because they've established a marquee franchise over decades and decades and decades. Blue Jays, you're new to this. You're new to this compared to the Dodgers. Let's be honest. You're new to this. You don't get these guys. These aren't the kind of guys you sign. Okay? Stay in your lane. Okay? That's just the truth. That's the truth. MLB disagrees with what the Dodgers did. If everyone is against it, then it's legitimate. Hey, they're just crying because they can't do it. That's the truth. If you had signed with the deferrals, you wouldn't be upset right now. That's just the truth. And I'd be sad if I was a Toronto fan too. You didn't get Ohtani, and you're going to be a last place or bottom feeder in your division when you had higher expectations. So let's just be honest. Package CT3 in a trade with Outman and Vargas. Trade Ohtani now. He's not clutch. That's from Follow the White Rabbit. Totally disagree with that, obviously. What up, Doxology over there? What's up, Nando 390, Don Kim? But yep, guys, DMAC, let them hate. They don't have a clue about winning. That's from John. Lakers in 7. By the way, nerd, you're welcome too. We can have different opinions on this show. Like I said, the thing about this show is we post all the comments. So if we have differing opinions, I welcome that. And you have the right to your own opinion, even if I think it's wrong. And no hate for me, man. I hope you subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. So I respect it, even if I think it's wrong. Bilal, people who like Lux are going to speak positive about him, even if he gets a walk. He's not what the team needs. He cannot play the position he's supposed to play. We'll talk some more Lux tomorrow, but he is putting the ball in play more. You're seeing him get a little more confidence in his leg, even stretching that out to second base like he did. He kind of got up. And if you look at his facial expression, it's almost like saying, hey, that took something to kind of trust that knee. So I think you just got to go for it, man. Go for it. Forget the knee injury. You're 100% healthy. The doctors have you on the field. You have to just Unleash it. Jorge, you want some more tears? Okay. Okay. Follow the White Rabbit. Ohtani risk percentage 1 for 40 is what maybe he's deferring some of those hits with runners in scoring position to later in the season when they matter the most. So maybe that's a possibility as well. But that is going to do it for this episode of the Dodgers Nation post-game show. Thanks for rocking with us. As always, if you have not yet, subscribe to the #1 Dodgers YouTube channel. Hit that like button. Comment Siler Glasnow down below, and you're eligible to win a Tyler Glasnow Authentic Dodgers jersey. Once we hit 90,000, we have an extremely special announcement for our 100K giveaway. So I don't want to tip that off, but it's going to be big. It's going to be big, and we're going to do giveaways all year because guess what? You're the best fans in the game, right? You guys know ball, you support the channel, and this is the year of giving back to you guys because you guys are what this channel is all about. This is your show. I'm just host it, man of the fan right here. But that's going to do it, guys. Go watch the rest of these NBA playoff games, watch hockey, watch baseball games, whatever it is. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We'll be back tomorrow morning for Dodgers Dugout Live, so you don't want to miss that. You don't want to miss that. We got some guests on. It's going to be a big week, so tune in tomorrow for Dodgers Dugout Live. You can follow me over on X and Instagram at DMAC_. We got John Shaw. What up, John Shaw? Appreciate you. We got Doug Slay, One-Eyed Dragon. Definitely want to go follow me over there. Post all things Dodger baseball. Joe Gonzalez. We got Skipper Gaming. Got Julie. We got NS over there down below rocking with us. But follow me over there. Follow Dodgers Nation. And remember, nothing brings us together quite like Dodger baseball. Until next time, think blue, bleed blue,